at them?
Yeah, here we have little mini Clubman. Little, yeah, little 1275 GT. The colour that in its day, of course, we couldn't sell, for obvious reasons. Now, of course, it's the in colour, everybody wants that, you know, and harvest gold and such like. All the colours that were boring and miserable and old. I can't believe they've done them in these colours, really, can you? I mean, a 1275 GT Mini in well, to be honest, we used to call it Shit Creek Brown. I mean, you were in big trouble with it. But anyway, there you go. It is what it is now. It's now the in colour, so that's great. It's locally owned and entered. Must try and keep to the car. It's locally owned and entered. The gentleman who's entered the car got it from the original family, bought it new. The mileage, I think, is something like 47,000 from memory, yeah. 47,000 miles, which he's signed for correct. Will be correct, 100% as far as he's concerned. There's a few bits and pieces that go with it, odds and sods there, nothing much. Seats are all good period, etc. The car is very, very honest and genuine. It's obviously had paint in its lifetime, and probably a couple of wings. Certainly it's had a wing on there anyway, hasn't it? And you might not have had a wing on there. I don't think it, maybe it's had one wing anyway, that's for sure. But a really, really honest car that I suppose you're going to have to paint, because there's a little imperfection on every panel. Micro-blisting, bits and pieces. You can't really not paint it, I'm afraid. But I could see that painted, same colour, obviously, keep the colours.
You wouldn't rush to do it though, would you?
No, you wouldn't rush to do it.
No.
No, but never change the colour of a car, you know, with the exception of that MGB we just done, fair enough. But generally speaking, you never change the colour of a car. But yeah, paint job, you can get all the decals now anyway, so you can have them made up, can't you? It's no problem at all. And I could just see it, I mean, they're nice end wheels and they're original and all this sort of business and that, but I could just see it with a set of like alloys on them. Just look nice, I think, really. And I wouldn't normally say that, but this car just wants lifting a little bit with something, and it's of an age where it's ready maybe for a couple of period spot lamps. Just one or two things just to lift it a little bit better. But look at that old-fashioned Cinturato tyre on there. Look, there's some age about that. Now that tyre there has got to be 30, 40 years old, isn't it? It's got to be a Cinturato. So really honest example. Engine bay never been played with, never been messed, never been touched. Look, that is it. What you see is exactly what you get. It's got a new cylinder on there, but I mean, what I mean to say is it's never been messed about with or upgraded in any way or restored. So it's nice in as much as like what you see is exactly how it is. So for the moral to it is that we got a very rare Mini Clubman 1275 GT, very rare little car that we've sold 2 or 3 recently. Much better than this cosmetically, nowhere near as genuine, but much better cosmetically, and they've made massive money. So I can see this doing very, very well. And if you have a look, got the proper, as it should be. I mean, there it is. There's your proper cluster, rev counter, speedo, gauges and such like. So the car is right. The car's right. Worth buying. Won't find many like it.